Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be messages from your past life. This was a requested reading. If you would like to request a reading, if you would like to request a reading, you can drop down in the comment section, or you can message me anonymously through the link in the description box or on my Instagram page. So if you chose this pile, this group rather, this is the image that you chose. Messages for group 1. Messages for group 1 about their past lives. We have child wounded, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. You know, I was going to say something about feeling like you are divinely protected. Because you see how these angel wings are covering whatever this is. There's something that is covering, holding on to this image here. And then this card, there's a blanket over this person and the children. So your past life really wants you to understand that it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be vulnerable. Because you have a lot of pain that you were born into, is what I want to say. Many of you are holding on to wounds and you can't figure out where the source of these wounds lie. Like, you can't figure out what wounded you so bad. You could be thinking about your current life or your childhood and feeling like there was nothing that happened in your childhood to leave you so wounded and defeated and broken and feeling confused, finding yourself in dysfunctional relationships, finding yourself having abandonment issues or neglect issues, or these really, really deep wounds. And you can't figure out where it's coming from. It's coming from a past life. You can have a lot of fire in your chart. I'm hearing Aries. Leo. Specifically. What messages does group 1 need to hear from their past lives? You've always been protected. You've always been divinely protected. Don't ever doubt that you are divinely protected. Ever. There's literally nothing that can phase you, nothing that can keep you down for good. You're very powerful. You're very strong. But more than anything, you're just diligent and you're very resilient. You just keep getting back up. Your past life, like the past life that is probably affecting you the most right now, which is what I'm picking up on, really prepared you for this life. But you're not feeling that way. You're not thinking about it in that way. Right now, you're confused because you're trying to figure out where these emotions are coming from, where this hurt is coming from. I'm hearing some of y'all are like working on traumas, but it's almost like you feel like you've worked through all of your trauma. You have more work to do. Some of y'all may benefit from like a past life regression. I want to say series, but some of y'all could benefit from some past life regression therapy. What else do they need to know about their past life? You came from a good family. You had a really positive family, like a good family. Y'all were financially stable. There was love in the home, a lot of laughter, a lot of children, a lot of joy, a lot of playfulness. Strong Leo energy. Page of Swords. I'm getting that a lot of you were really naive in your past life. Your foundation was so blissful, so strong. You had good parents, good grandparents, a good community, a village that loved you, supported you. It's almost like you had heaven on earth. And I'm seeing that you left the home. You had to leave the home. I could be talking to a male, or in a past life you were a male that left the home before they were ready to leave the home. Clarify. Could have went off into the military. Clarify the page. Why's the page here? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm seeing that you went from a life full of abundance, full of resources and supplies. And then it's like once you left the home and had to make a way for yourself, you found yourself struggling. You found yourself really having to penny pinch. Three of Pentacles. You found yourself leaving the comfort of your home, having to survive on your own, having to use what you had, and it wasn't a lot. But then you finally ran into somebody that could guide you. You finally ran into the mentor that you were looking for. Somebody that was a master of their craft. The Three of Pentacles. This is you working and gaining notoriety. So what wounded this person in their past life? What wounded Group 1 in a past life? Whoa, was a lot of cards. I got Advocate, inspires you to put compassion into action. Just give me one card. King, enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Can you tell us why the King is here? Why is the King here? Somebody gave you something in a past life that was supposed to be a gift. Yeah, a surprise gift. It came to you as a surprise. A divine blessing. Possibly a lover, a woman. But there was something in you that would not allow yourself to open up to this woman. There was something in you, I'm hearing entitled. You felt very entitled. You weren't really counting your blessings. You weren't appreciative of the blessings that you had in your life. Another 8. 88 may be significant for some of y'all. And I'm hearing things kind of declined once you mishandled this blessing. Oh, why's this out here? Clarify. This woman wanted you to marry her. High Priestess. Because y'all were supposed to be a divine pair, a divine union. This woman knew that you were like something about your like you were born to rule. You were born to be a benevolent leader. Temperament. You had so much patience. So what went wrong? I don't understand. Why were they wounded? 5 of Swords. And the Fool. You were kind of naive to how vicious people could be. You were naive to slander and gossip and how people will paint false stories and false narratives about somebody. Like there were people around you in your past life that you couldn't trust, but you were very naive. Like I said, you came from a really good household in this past life. And I'm getting that you left the home because you felt prepared. You felt like you could handle your responsibilities. You came from a lot of resources, but you knew how to do what you can with very little. But these people who were very emotionally immature and petty and gossipy really hurt you. I'm getting that they hurt your, like, it's almost like you must have left the home really early or been exposed. You could have been 12 or 13 years old, going off to an apprenticeship, going off to get some training. And that's like when you when you ended up in the real world. Like, you were out, you lived in the country, you lived in a rural area. Confirmation. You lived in a rural area and then you moved to a city for training. And that's when you figured out, oh, I'm really by myself. And you didn't really know who to trust. You kind of blindly trusted people is what I'm getting. And that's where a lot of your trust issues come from. Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's like you could have ran into a really terrible person. Because I'm getting that you thought that this Empress was going to come around again. You thought that a blessing was going to come around again. Whether this feels romantic. This feels like somebody who wanted to be with you, date you, or this could have been a person's mother. Like their mother was trying to set you up with their daughter. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. But you mishandled that. And so you ended up meeting all of these petty ass people, and you also ran into this Queen of Swords. And this Queen of Swords energy was very, very harsh, cutthroat. This person would cut you with their words. They were very verbally abusive. They were manipulative. They knew how to turn your words around. This person had you losing sleep. They were lying, trying to figure out how they could get one up on you. This person was plotting on your finances. Can I get one more card? For Power One. What was their childhood wound? What was his childhood wound from their past life? Yeah. I feel like your childhood wound is that there was somebody that you were supposed to partner with that was really going to make your life abundant. Like a good partner. Somebody that could help you grow in all areas. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. But somehow you fumbled it. And I feel it's because you just didn't. You were so naive and so used to having everything that you wanted that you didn't appreciate what you had. So that's the story that I got for this group. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, please like the video, comment down below, and tell me which pile you chose. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. Okay. So this is going to be messages from your past life, past lives, past selves. Okay, this was a requested reading. So if you guys like this reading, make sure you thumbs up the video. And if you would like to send me some ideas, or if you would like to request a certain topic for a reading, you can do so by messaging me. My information is in the description box, or you can find me on Instagram and message me through there, or you can drop down in the comment section. So if you chose this group, this is the image for this group. So just need a moment to connect. I feel like this has to do with siblings in some shape or fashion. So what messages do you have for group 2? Sorry, y'all, I had to pause. I'm back. Messages for group 2. What is group 2's past life trying to say? What is their past self trying to say to them? Messages from their past life. I have Messiah. Serving humanity with humility. I must have new people. Well, I always have somebody new viewing, but I feel like I'm talking to a man. Or, you know, a male. So first off, in a past life, you were very, very wise. You could have strong Pisces in your chart, or strong 12th house placements. I'm hearing that you reached a level of enlightenment that few could reach without their ego getting the best of them. You lived a life where you were constantly serving others, always serving others. And it was beyond just serving other people. It was like you were only trying to spread joy, spread peace, spread positivity. You wanted everybody to get along. You always gave honor to your teachers. You always gave honor to I'm hearing your first teachers. So your parents, your father, your mother. I heard the primordial mothers, God, your divine father. Okay? That's who you were in a past life. Now, I might be biased, but whenever I see mountains, I think about Capricorns and I think about Obatala. So I could be speaking to some Capricorns or children of Obatala. What else does group 2 need to know? What messages do their past selves want to tell them at this time? Child eternal. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Group 2, it will really benefit you if you wear white. That's what they're telling me. Like, you need to wear white more frequently. You need to wear clothes that kind of feel loose on your body. Clothes that allow you to breathe. Okay, and they're also telling me that some of y'all would benefit from being sustainable with your fashion. Like not buying fast fashion, possibly thrifting, wearing hand-me-downs, getting really creative and learning how to make your own clothes, learning how to repair your own clothes, your own shoes, your own hats, how to knit. It's something about you guys needing to, you not only help people, but you've always wanted to help the planet. Like heal the planet, heal the earth. And you're the person that, if you ever seen a room full of adults like trying to figure something out, and then a kid opens their mouth and the kid solves the problem with just a couple of words that they say, and everybody looks at the child like, oh yeah, why didn't we think of that? You were that type of person. You were that type of child. I'll put one more. Group 1 was like long, and I really wasn't trying to make these long. This came out in group 1. Goddess. The feminine expressed through wisdom. So in a past life, I'm getting that a lot of you were very gentle and you were very in touch with your feminine qualities or your feminine nature. And let's not think about this in a very linear way. Let's think about the feminine principle as just an energy of gentleness, an energy of wisdom, an energy of feeling very connected to everything around you and really not wanting to cause harm, an energy of knowing how powerful you are, because you're the life force. Like, what is more powerful than having a life force? What messages do they need to know? Messages for group 2. Messages for group 2 from their past self. Past self. You were kind of hard on yourself. That's what they're showing me. You still can be hard on yourself. Judgment coming out in reverse. It's like, you have a higher purpose. You have a higher calling. So you feel like there's a lot of eyes on you. There's people watching you. There's people literally wanting you to embody perfection. And human beings are not perfect. Messages. The 2 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Came out in reverse. So there was in your past life, you really had to figure out how to balance your feminine and masculine, because you were leaning more towards your feminine energy, which is very gentle and serving. And sometimes you could get caught up in being subservient and helping people who weren't really appreciative of your help, or just overextending your help. Because the Messiah, if we think about Jesus's representation as being the Messiah, Jesus was really living the life of a martyr. So I feel it's really important for this group to keep in mind that it's good to give. It's good to be of service. If you want to live a life where all you really do is service, I don't see anything wrong with that at all. In fact, it's a part of who you are. However, they do want you to keep in mind that you need to stay grounded. They're telling me times have changed. Times have changed. Things are unbalanced here on this planet. More unbalanced than they have been in a long time. It's making me think about Bible stories. Why are y'all showing me Bible stories? You're showing Bible stories because it's like there's this reference about time. Like, times have changed. Things were bad in the Bible, but it wasn't bad all over the land, is what they're telling me. It was just certain parts of the world that were having hardships. It's like now there's more wickedness on the planet. Some of y'all are feeling that. They're telling me that your abundance is definitely going to come from something that you do either with plants. You could be a herbalist, or you have a nursery, or you could just work with plants, plant spirits. They're saying there's some abundance that's coming to you from plants. All right, what other messages do they need to know? I have the Fool here. It's time for you to start something new. I have the Six of Wands. Oh, this deck is reverse. This came out in reverse, but it wasn't feeling like it should be. So once you achieve balance, you will find success and victory. That's what they're telling me. You're trying to juggle too much right now. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is clarifying this King of Pentacles. So many of you desire a happy home life, a stable home life. You want to have wealth. You want to have shelter. You want to have the necessities that you need. The things that allow you to live a comfortable life. To have a happy family. A family that's well taken care of as well. And they're telling me you're going to get that. It's just that you're not going to get it the way that you thought you were going to get it. What else can you tell me about their past life? This past life that I'm picking up. Have the Four of Swords. You spend a lot of time in prayer and meditation. You spend a lot of time doing charitable acts of service. I have the Eight of Pentacles. You spend a lot of time, I'm hearing you spend a lot of time perfecting your gifts, like your innate gifts, your gifts that you were born with. You have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So in a past life, you may have never had a family. You could have literally lived a life of servitude like Jesus. Jesus, according to the most popular narrative in the scriptures, is that Jesus never married and Jesus never took a wife. So it feels like in a past life, you never took up, you were single, you stayed single, or you never married anybody. You were too busy serving the world. Saving the world. I said serving the world, but saving, serving, you were pretty much doing both. Your service was saving humanity. Any messages that group 2 needs to know? Any more messages about their past life? What do they need to know? What is their past self trying to tell them? I have the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Don't block your blessings. Don't block your blessings with stubbornness. Don't be afraid to accept help, to accept assistance. They're also telling me that things are going to move steadily, but it's going to feel really slow. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. So they're telling me that you really need to protect your finances. So some of y'all may end up living a life where it's like you don't have a lot, but you have everything that you need. So for example, you may be somebody who has like a homestead. And you may retire or leave your place of work and live off of your savings, off of a retirement or a social security check, or you may live off a very fixed income, and then the rest is up to you. But it's like, it's okay because your home is paid off, your car is paid off, or you have transportation, you have a roof over your head. You don't have as many expenses as other people. So they're telling me that you need to take advantage of the fact that you don't have as many expenses as other people. Many of you are single or don't have any children as well. And that's another thing where you don't have as many expenses as other people. So they're basically saying that you need to keep your expenses down, because whatever path you go down is going to require you to do a lot of service work. And you're going to do a lot of service work just for the love, because you feel like you're supposed to. One more card. The Empress. So you're going to be abundant regardless. You're meant to be abundant. It's just, you need to, for this group, I feel like your past life, your past self, they want you to understand that your abundance comes from being charitable. There's probably a lot of people that are going to help you along the way, give you things, gift you things, look out for you in situations. So you're very, very blessed, and you're very, very protected, this pile. And I was picking up siblings, but now I'm thinking about it, it was probably something about the son of God, Jesus, Osiris, all of the deities that represent being a good child, being obedient, being of service, discipline, of good faith, good moral conduct, good character. That's who you are. That's who you've always been. So I hope this reading was helpful for y'all. If it was, please like the video, comment down below, tell me which pile you chose, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified for my next post. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose this image, this is your reading. So we're looking into your past life. Want to see what messages come out about your past life and anything that relates to what you have going on today. This was a requested reading. If you would like to send me a request, you can do so in the comment section. You can also drop down in the description box and send me an anonymous request through the link provided. Give me one card for group 3. Tell me about their past life and any messages that they need to know from their past selves. Vampire makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Tell me more, priest. And thief. So, group 3, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. In your past life, you were really grimy. Really grimy. they're showing me that it was really hard for you to, you were constantly pulling off of other people's energy. Constantly pulling off of other people's energy. You may have been somebody in a priesthood or a clergy. Could have been a priestess, prophetess, prophet, Hunan, Babalawo, Olarisha. Imam. You were part of some sort of clergy. And you took advantage of your congregation or the people that followed you. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. So the combination of all of these has me feeling, for sure, you were definitely in your dark energy. Like, you weren't embodying the light attributes of these energies. Vampire, priest, and thief. Priest violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So you could have taken up a position of leadership or authority to manipulate people and not to actually help, heal, and guide and protect people. You were using it to help yourself. Depleting others from psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Tell me more about this past life for group 3. Stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. I'm also getting a storyline of you stealing somebody's partner or trying to take somebody's partner. Like, constantly feeling like you have to be better than other people because you're compensating for something within yourself. Trigger warning. This is so... Try and keep these readings very lighthearted, but I'm going to tell the truth. So, actually, let me find out how this is affecting you in your present life. How is this energy affecting Pile 3 in their present life? Mentor. Passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Imparting false instruction. I don't know who's watching my channel. I feel like this is really specific, but it looks like for this group, I want to say you haven't learned your lesson. You haven't learned some sort of lesson here, because I feel like you're still holding on to the type of energy that you, the behaviors that you have from a past life. You are bringing it to this lifetime. Let me clarify mentor real quick. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. It feels like you have an opportunity. You're kind of at a crossroads, group 3. You have an opportunity to really make something out of yourself in this life. You have an opportunity to really pay off some karmic debts that you incurred from previous lifetimes, where you were basically taking advantage of people, manipulating people, and pretending like you were actually helping people. You weren't really helping people. You're somebody who's really intelligent, and I feel like you may even battle with how to use your intelligence in this lifetime, you may have a tendency to get over on people. You could have narcissistic parents or like a narcissistic mindset. Like you could have been raised by a lot of people with narcissistic qualities, ways, like your environment wasn't the best. It's interesting that this energy is on the table because I've been thinking about Eshu a lot, and Eshu was like a trickster, and Eshu in some Odus and Patakis, he only joined a priesthood, became a part of a clergy for the power that came with it. He came because he knew that what he was doing was going to save his life. It was told to him that it was going to save his life, and it did. But then they just abused the power that they gained from joining into this group, this fraternity, sorority, sect, if you will. And Eshu is a messenger, so I feel like you guys need to be careful and make sure that you're not having like a power trip, because I'm getting that a lot of you are already mentors. You have people that you have under your wing. You're leading people, and some of y'all are leading people astray. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. It's almost like you walk down a path that you regret walking down, or you have moments where you know this is not where you're supposed to be, but you're so afraid of turning back around because it's a long way. Like you've already walked so far down this road. You don't want to turn around. Messages for group 3 from their past self. This is your energy, King of Wands. I could be talking to a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or somebody who just has a lot of, I want to say virility. This is somebody who loves power. They like the way power feels. What else can you tell me about the King of Wands here? The Nine of Pentacles. You value your independence so much. So much. And you value other people that are very independent. You like people who don't need others. The Nine of Swords. It's almost like this group doesn't know how to be independent without getting over on people. You may take a lot of shortcuts, or you're very tempted to take shortcuts. Clarify the King of Wands. Now the Seven of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. We got the Ten of Pentacles. And clarify the Nine of Swords. We have the World card. You all lack patience. They're telling me that you need to be more patient. You need to let things grow. Like, it takes time for things to grow. Some of y'all got some house plants that you really need to water. I'm seeing a pothos plant, or I forget the other name for that plant, but it's a golden, it's a vine. Some of y'all got some house plants that you haven't been taking care of, or some vines that you haven't been taking care of that need your attention. They're showing me that you really, really want stability. You crave stability. You crave people around you. Like, you want the people around you to be winning. You want the people around you to have stability too. Can we clarify the World card for this pile? The Three of Swords. But the way they're showing this to me, you literally could have the whole world handed to you. You could acquire all of the riches, all of the nice things that you want. I'm getting some of y'all just buy stuff just to have it. You don't even really want it. You just bought it because somebody else got it. There's this energy of you feeling like you need to keep up with the Joneses. You feel like you need to impress the people around you. But it's not going to do anything but bring you frustration and pain. This is not productive at all. It's all illusionary. And you're hurting other people in the process. Got the Hierophant and the King of Swords. You're definitely a religious leader. A spiritual teacher. You need to fix your character. Any other messages for group 3? I'm gonna cut this one short. I have the Queen of Cups. It's important that you become more compassionate, more understanding, because for some reason, it is really hard for you to do the right thing, but you know right from wrong. The King of Swords always knows right from wrong. You know what's fair and what is unfair. You know what is just and what is not just. You know when you have gone too far, or you've done something that's deceitful, deceptive, something that you feel like you need to hide. So you need to be more like this Queen of Cups. I could be talking to some water signs, or the ocean may be important to you. Priestesses of the water, or the water deities, the river deities, the ocean deities. Advice for group 3. You need to take time away so you can fix your character. You also need some self-reflection and study. You need to study whatever this is that you are supposed to be, like, learning. Because somebody here is a part of something, but they're only a part of something to obtain power and status. You're not actually a part of this to do the work. And really, you're working ass backwards, because what's going to happen is when you cross over, you're just going to you're going to repeat a whole nother karmic cycle. The Six of Wands. Why is the Six of Wands on the back of the deck? With the Wheel and the Ten of Wands. You have a long road ahead of you. But good fortune and success will be on your side once you embrace this energy of being compassionate and understanding and patient and forgiving. Because some of y'all are not something from your past you're not forgiving. You got some problems with alcohol or consumption issues, like overindulging in something. I'm going to pull a angel card and a lesson card for this group. An angel message for group 3. I am practical. You are open-minded and always up to try something new, yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. So a lot of y'all jumped into something before you knew what it really was. You could have jumped into something because you knew you needed to do it, but you weren't ready for the responsibility of whatever it is that you jumped into. I'm also hearing Life Path 5, gift number 5. You're into numerology. Okay. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Once again, it's time for you to get centered and connect with your emotions. You need to feel your emotions. You need to feel them, and then you need to process them. Because I feel like for this group, some of y'all are not fully processing your emotions. Others of you, you're feeling, you're processing, but you're not forgiving. Forgiving yourself, forgiving whoever it is that made you feel like you're not worthy or you're not good enough, that you have to fit in somewhere in order to be valuable. It's not true. It's all false. So that's what I have for you, group 3. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please let me know down in the comment section. Also, if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will see you all in the next post. Bye bye.